It is now a weekly tradition, and it is a much listened to segment. Dare I say, it is, I don't know, popular, one of the more popular segments, but also kind of polarizing. Because there's a segment of the population out there in the listening on it, they don't want us to have any fun. They don't want us to have a good time. But we're going to do it whether they like it. We are going to have fun. The beatings will continue until morale improves on the Matt Murphy Show. It is time for Friday Mac Attack.
A whole segment of Cougar Chow. That's right. It's the Friday Mac Attack on the Matt Murphy Show.
They can root against our laughter and fun all they want, Matt. It won't stop.
That's fine. That's fine. We're going to still do it. We got 15 hours to throw the bad news at you, and we spend one of these segments to toss some good news into the mix. It's Friday Mac Attack. It's an opportunity for Mac Moore to let that proverbial hair down, along with Bell K behind the glass, Matt Murphy, the three of us, and you get to play along with Friday Mac Attack as you do every week. A couple of cleanup items. 4311 notes. Hey, Matt, the other day when Pat Boone said he sat in Dolly's lap and there wasn't a lot of room, I think he was referring to other parts of her body taking up the room, not the size of her lap. Okay. All right. Okie dokie.
That was just sent.
Sure, yeah.
About Baboon 2 days ago.
Yes. But I did make reference to it.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and that entirely could be a possibility. Is it wrong of me? I'm going to ask you this question. Is it wrong of me? I mean, I'm on record that I think Dolly Parton is the finest living human being.
You are?
I'm on record. So I was asked if I would don Tennessee gear. I'm glad they didn't ask me a follow-up to that question, because I would happily don Tennessee gear to sit next to Dolly Parton at the stadium.
If it meant you got to hang out with Dolly, you had to be in orange.
The wife and I there, Dolly Parton, the whole bit. Yeah. I don't know that I could root. Like, if you ask me, I have to actively root and, like, mean it. I mean, I guess I could give you a go big orange if you want me to. Or you whoopie-doo.
It would just be,
it'd be phony.
Yeah.
So you can't make me mean it. But if you could make me mean it, I wouldn't. I don't know what I would do. Anyway, you watching the game tomorrow?
Of course.
You think? Maybe?
Yeah, I'm going to watch it.
Did you hear about Joe Burrow while we're talking about football?
Yeah. Six starting quarterbacks now lost to season-ending injuries this year. That's before Thanksgiving. I don't know if that's a record, but it's got to be close.
That's tough, man. That's tough.
Very sad.
Are we including Tannehill in that number?
No, he's not lost to the season. No, yeah, and that's not even including, like, Desmond Ridder was the starter for the Falcons. He's no longer starter. There's lots of second string quarterbacks. This is the year of the second string.
But if you haven't heard, the Cincinnati Bengals starting quarterback Joe Burrow, what is a tendon in his hand? I think it is. But there's some controversy because they believe that this injury was known to the Bengals prior to the game. Well, I mean. But I'll say this, Maury, you know more about sports than I do, but if you're going to tie the league to betting organizations.
100%. That part is huge.
Then you've got to have a standard procedure, and if the teams don't follow the procedure, you have to punish them.
It was a compression sleeve on his hand that he was wearing before the game.
Okay.
And he was holding an iPad in that same hand, which then people have now pulled up Amazon links of little iPad sleeves that you can wear in your hand for when you're drawing or when you're doing different things, which would make sense for a football app where you're drawing different plays up, looking at different things. And also, we're at week 10, week 11. No one's 100%. What am I going to say? Hey, I've got a bruise. Now I got to put that.
Okay, so the Bengals are saying the injury happened during the game, that he was not injured before the game.
Yeah, and the NFL has opened up an investigation.
Yikes. This took a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to see anybody hurt. I mean,
terrible. Oh gosh, no.
If I could tell you that magically that Milton would not be the starting quarterback in the game tomorrow, I would never wish that if that meant that he was hurt.
Yeah,
now, magically he just has to, explosive diarrhea. Fine.
Yeah, exactly. Fine. Yeah.
Fine. But I don't want anybody to get
No, exactly. And I mean the Ravens lost their star tight end for the year last night as well. Last night was just riddled with injuries.
That's still good. How are the Chiefs doing? They okay? Just want to make sure.
Healthy. Just want to make sure
we
are completely fine.
Guys are doing all right.
Yeah, Super Bowl rematch Monday night.
All right, so for those regulars, you know how we do it on Friday Mac Attack. I'll just give you the ground rules and let Mac take it away. So it's pretty simple. We pick a category every week, whether it's cereals or I've already announced that Wednesday we're doing Thanksgiving sides.
Chows. Ooh, that's going to be a nail biter. Oh, that's going to be
exciting.
great.
And I like this. I like this category because there are limited numbers, realistic numbers. I mean, you could go off the board, which I feel like one of the people. Yeah.
Cheesy gordita crunch Taco Bell. It's like, okay, well, that's not. That's not. Come on, man.
Well done, Mac. Well done.
That's the funniest cheesy gordita crunch. It's time for our big draft. So we pick a category, and then we figure out a draft order, and then we draft 3 in said category, and you can play at home. You can use the super text line to do so, and you can decide who's the big winner. Mac, what's the category today?
Superheroes. Let's go. Yeah, what is our bed music? Did we get bed music for this, or
we're still waiting. Bell's really wanting to find the. Yeah, because remember you and I talked about having a little flow music while this happens, kind of get the mood of the room just right. Of course,
yes.
Bell really feels like that that Herb Alpert tune is the one to go with, the one that's just sitting there on the board. That's nice. That's good.
That's great.
All right, so superheroes is the draft category.
Quick question.
Yep.
Does Batman count?
Yes.
Okay.
For the purposes of this conversation, yes, but I'm going to make an argument when he comes up that Batman is not a superhero.
Thank you, I agree.
He's just a rich dude.
Thank you, I agree.
But then you would have to throw Iron Man in there, too.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Because
You're right.
Isn't Iron Man just
that's totally fair.
So we're not going to do that, but once these things come up, you're going to get a robust discussion from this side of the room. And I'm thinking from you.
Yes, I completely agree.
That rich dudes.
Super.
Right. Extra human. And we'll talk after the draft.
Okay,
because
great.
I'm thinking that I was kind of hoping that you'd go Batman because that's one off the board out of the first round I don't have to worry about. So Bell, you ready in there?
Yeah.
You ready? All right. We do the odds or evens on the draft order, and 1, 2, 3, go. All right. We're gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3, go. Yes!
Dang it!
Finally!
Dang it!
Woo! It's gonna be a pretty.
If you couldn't tell, Matt won that.
I won the first round. Y'all figure out who's second. I don't care.
Okay, am I holding up a 1 or a 2? You can see it, man.
I see.
2.
Yeah.
Golly, I thought he was going to get it. All right, so there's the draft order has been set. Matt Murphy drafts first, Bill K second, and Mac Morey third. Look, I'm going chalk. He's the man for a reason. There's a big ass. I mean, there's no question that he is he's the number one on everyone's board, the number one expectation. We're going Superman. Come on, people.
Fair.
There's not. I mean, look.
Leave it to you to support an illegal alien.
You thought of that. You thought of that like last night, didn't you?
Yeah.
Well, illegal though he may be, I don't know that he has. Look, his paperwork burnt up on Kal-El or wherever the hell he came from.
His Kryptonian name was Kal-El.
Okay,
Krypton was the planet that he was
there you
from.
go. There you go. That's why he doesn't like that Krypton. If he gets the kryptonite around him, he becomes just an average Joe.
No, it poisons him. It kills him.
Yeah,
but I don't understand. But he's from Krypton.
When the planet exploded, it became radioactive, and the pieces went off.
Catch up here.
I'm so glad that one of us, at least one of us, understands what the hell's going on. I remember reading in the aftermath of the Superman movie, the 78. Mm-hmm. How Marlon Brando didn't know any of his lines.
Oh, he phoned that in a big way.
He just completely phoned it in. He owed people money. That's the only reason he did it.
Wow.
Have you ever seen the?
I don't think so.
It was on cue cards. His lines were on cue cards by the camera.
Oh my gosh!
It was
one of the supposed greatest American actors of all time, and he couldn't be bothered to learn. He
did the same thing with The Godfather. He wouldn't learn his lines. He said that it ruined his method. Whatever.
That's
preparation is not part of my method.
Right. I don't have to prepare. I'll just read them off the card. All right, so Superman's on the board. Oh, I love the way this. I feel like it's going to be a good day for me. Bell,
I'm actually my first pick is actually going to be someone who's stronger than Superman because he has no susceptibility to magic.
Nobody's stronger.
It's the original. It's Billy Batson, the original Captain Marvel. Now called Shazam. But The DC Captain Marvel.
I mean, I think he's speaking English.
Yeah, the disgust that wiped all over Matt's.
Is there another Captain Marvel? I mean, what?
Yes, Marvel Comics had a Captain Marvel, and they just had the sequel movie come out.
The Marvels, yeah. And Captain Marvel, she's the what's her name? Yeah, can't remember.
Oh, she's a chick.
Yes,
now.
she's a chick
They
now.
turned her into a dude. But you want the dude?
He wants the dude.
Sexist.
And Shazam, was that a good movie or no?
It was. I liked it just because I'm such a fan, but no.
Okay.
Other than that, no.
Well, this is great. I didn't think I'd have this in the third pick. This is going to be my number one pick if I was first overall. This is a franchise anchoring type player.
I know where you're going.
This is one of the most relatable superheroes of all time.
You know what? There's never been a more obvious draft choice than right now. Do you think you know who's going with?
Yeah, I know exactly who's going.
I know exactly because this superhero character, if I'm right, he's got a little emo in him. You know, he's a little emotional.
Plus, at Mac's age, he's going to go with like the movie leaning stuff as opposed to actual comic.
That's fine. That's good. Go ahead and say it.
Yeah, give me Spider-Man.
Ah,
yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Come on, baby.
With great power comes great responsibility.
I love Spider-Man.
Do you?
Yes.
Do you now?
Yeah, I do. I love all of them.
Do you now? One of my favorite stories that my wife tells is that a friend of hers related this to her. A friend of hers goes into the back. This is years ago when one of the first Spider-Man movies came
Tobey
out.
Maguire. Gotcha.
Right, yeah, right. And a little 4-year-old kid is like in the backyard rummaging through leaves. True story. Like, what are you doing, buddy? I'm looking for a spider. What do you I wanted to bite me. I'd be Spider-Man. Like kids looking for a spider to get the spider to bite him.
Can't blame him. It'd be pretty cool.
I mean, well, sure, but I don't think it works that way.
No.
Spider-Man. All right, I get it. All right, is it my turn?
Yep.
I'm not doing it. I mean, I could, and people would go, well, I'm not. You can have it. I'd be happy if he doesn't even get on the board, honestly.
Don't need him.
Don't need him. Don't want him. Don't want him. Did you shut down his bank account? He's nobody. So I'm not going there. I'm gonna go a little off the board because I think I can hold on to my third pick because it's my superhero team, right? And
100%.
I want to enjoy the superheroes around me. So I'm going Wonder Woman.
You know what?
She's hot.
I can't fault that rationale.
She's hot.
I agree.
She's hot.
I mean, and she's a badass. I mean, what? I mean,
Yeah,
she's got the lasso of truth.
She's pro-America, baby.
And
Let's
she's
go.
American. That's right. She's got the invisible jet, but you can see her in the invisible jet. You remember the cartoons with the invisible plane? She had an invisible plane in the cartoon. But then,
It just kind of seems problematic.
didn't she? She had an invisible plane.
And in the live action TV show.
Did she really?
Yeah.
But didn't in the cartoons? Would she disappear?
No.
It would just be her going.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Looked
made
ridiculous.
It made absolutely no sense. But she looked
Just
hot.
her float.
Linda Carter looked hot. The woman that played her in the movies. I haven't seen the movies, but hotness. I'm going Wonder Woman. Belle?
For my second one, went way off the board back to my very first, the thing that drew me into comic books.
If you're saying off the board, I'm not even going to know who this person is.
One of the earliest death scenes given to a character in the comics, so they brought him back later. From the Legion of Superheroes,
1800.
a DC Comics, Mr. Lyle Norg, the Invisible Kid.
Never in my life. No idea.
Do you know who he's talking about?
No idea. No clue.
Got a
It's your
computer right
second.
there.
It's your second pick in the. I mean, you could go. You go Wolverine.
Crash.
Hulk.
You go Hulk. You go.
Don't need him.
You could go Thing.
Don't need him.
You go. You know what you go Plastic Man. Remember Plastic Man?
Oh, yeah.
Don't need him. Don't need him.
Invisible Kid.
Yeah.
Are you just making fun of the segment? Is that what you're doing right now?
No, in fact, I'm so serious that it hurts me that you two don't treat this more seriously.
Okay. Pick number 2. What was your number 1 pick? Spider-Man.
Spider-Man. I mean, come on. I'm gonna pair Spider-Man up with his bestie, his father figure. Now, we talked about this. We could litigate whether this would be, in the realm of superhero, but it is attached to his chest now, the whole thing that powers everything. Give me Iron Man.
Iron Man. I got you. I'm more accepting of Iron Man
Yes.
because of the backstory.
Yes.
Because he was going to die, and they had to do something, and he was already working on the little thing, and they put it in there, and so I get that.
That's pretty crazy. That's definitely not human.
That's wild. So Iron Man
and Spider-Man? Come on.
That's pretty good.
That was like mainstream.
I'm going to. I've taken some of the criticism on my number one pick regarding legal status to heart. Despite the fact that he fought for truth, justice, and the American way, they don't let him say that anymore. Superman,
Right?
So I got Superman. I got Wonder Woman. Look, I'm going to complete the trifecta, and I don't. It's beyond. I don't care who these guys pick. I mean, Belle's already off the board with Invisible Kid. I'm going Captain America. And then there you go. I mean, come
red,
on.
white, and blue.
Red, white, and blue through and through. And Captain America says that Superman's A-OK. So Superman's A-OK.
But when I pick Captain America, the First Avenger, as one of my favorite patriotic movies, then I'm the douchebag.
Yes,
100%. That's exactly correct. It's a trash pick.
Somebody that's a good one. I don't want to say this before the last two picks come in. I'll give you some of the listener suggestions in a moment. Bell, final pick in the draft?
Just to reiterate, Wolverine is trash. I went
in case we missed that. Why is Wolverine trash?
Because it's an overused character that they rode the coattails of refusing to develop him as a character and have a backstory for decades.
But what about his powers?
Whatever.
He's got a little razors.
Yeah.
And he looks cool.
Yeah.
Hugh
Jackman's a beast.
But being a huge X-Men fan, especially going all the way back to the beginning, I had to go with Scott Summers, Cyclops.
Cyclops.
Do you know Cyclops?
Nope.
The leader of the X-Men, you little jackass.
No, wait. Let me double down on it. Ready? X-Men? What?
Yes.
X-Men? What?
Just so mad. So upset.
I'm going to be so proud of the three of us because I am confident that idiot from Wayne Manor is not going to get picked. Go ahead. Your third pick.
This is a little not off the board like Bell, but definitely not what someone. This was my favorite superhero growing up. Comics, wish they had more movies and stuff. The one movie that they did have completely tanked. Green Lantern.
Green Lantern's good.
I love Green Lantern.
Green Lantern's a good pick. Green Lantern, and I get Green. There's the Green Hornet.
Yeah.
The Green Lantern is the Ring, right?
Yes.
Right. So the Green Lantern's been different people.
Yes. Well,
Because
it's a core of people, so there's multiple Green Lanterns.
Okay.
But Hal Jordan was the Green Lantern for the Earth sector.
Well, there you go. Green Lantern.
Earth sector, baby.
Earth
Let's
sector.
go.
Come on. Green Lantern. All right. So just to recap, we'll go in reverse order. McMorray's three selections, superheroes, greatest of all time, are?
Just got Green
your picks?
Lantern, Iron Man, and Spider-Man.
That's great. Those are great picks.
I appreciate that.
Those are great picks. Bell?
Cyclops from the X-Men, Invisible Kid from the Legion of Superheroes, and the original Fawcett version of Captain Marvel that DC bought.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
That's great. That's great. I'm just over here with Superman,
Yeah.
Captain America, and Wonder Woman. I mean,
wow.
come on.
It's really good.
Now, real quick, I know we've got to go to a break. Bell, give me a take that I will accept on Batman being a superhero. See, Bell's mad because we don't know who Cyclops is.
You know what? I have to agree that he's not super in any form or fashion.
I mean, he's a hero.
Yeah,
he's a hero.
Absolutely.
But yeah, not super.
And I haven't thought about it, but I even think the Iron Man distinction makes sense because the Iron Man had to have. I mean, Iron Man.
He's a cyborg.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he's definitely not just a normal guy.
Oh man! From the super text line, he's smart. That's what they said. Bruce Wayne is smart, so that makes him a superhero. Okie dokie.
So Elon Musk, like what?
How Nick wants to know how's Iron Man different from Batman? It's the thing in his
Thing in the
chest.
chest.
I mean, Green Arrow 2. I got that. Deadpool. We're getting Deadpool. I love Deadpool. Space Ghost. The Tick was the one that made me laugh. Do you know the Tick?
The Tick?
The Tick's pretty funny. It's like he's a human-sized tick. So he's got a super strength and it's
That's terrifying.
Plus, the difference between Iron Man and Batman is that Iron Man didn't stand around like a little punk kid while his parents got shot in front of him.
It's fair.
Fair enough. Ghost Rider, that's a good one. Professor X or Xavier, that's a good one. Blunt Man and Chronic. 1354.
Yeah,
Come
I
on
love
now.
that one. The good choice.
Mm-hmm, that's pretty good. That's pretty good too. And then, there you go. I got so many coming in, I can't read them all. Great segment as always.
38-17. Bulldogs.
Is that's your pick? Okay, I'll take that. You know what I take? I take 18-17. I take 20-7. Anything
Yeah,
above 17 W. Yeah, we just want to get out of there with a W. That's look. I am I'll get into that in just a second because I've got more to say on that. We'll do this and be back right after this. Super Talk 99.7 WTN.